Hi, I'm Aaron with DT Power. Today we're going to be installing the DT UK Bluetooth enabled tuner in an Audi 3.0 liter turbo V6. This motor that we're working with today is available in the S4, S5, S5 Sportback, and the SQ5 Sport Utility Vehicle. What we want to do is go through everything that's in the box today and give you a good idea of what to expect when you receive your unit. So once we open the box, the first thing that you're going to see here is your tuner. The tuner comes with a little white sticker over the adjustments here that you're going to need to send off an email to activate your warranty. That email that you send off will trigger us to send you back some more information about how to adjust the box, what each of the tunes does, and how they work. It also lets us know that you've got your box and you're ready to install. So there's the tuner. The next thing we've got here is we've got our wiring loom. The wiring loom is color coded so that you know exactly which sensor it needs to go to. You can match that color coding up with your handy instruction manual here that's got all of the color coded lines to show you which sensors go where. I've also included a bunch of zip ties for you so you can install this in various locations however you want. And finally, we've got our banking plug. This banking plug allows you to remove the box, leave the loom in place, and return your card running in a stock fashion without having to remove the loom if you don't need to. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our install here. A couple of tools you may want to have when you start off. Some nice little wire cutters here to clip your zip ties, and a flathead screwdriver will help with one of the plugs as we'll get down and see here. So we'll go ahead and pull everything out of the box here. Grab our tuner and set it aside. Pull out our wiring loom here, and you'll notice all of the color-coded areas here to help you direct you to the right place to plug these in. We'll go ahead and set this aside right here. And the first thing you want to do is you want to pop off your engine cover here. It's got some little rubber grommets that hold it in place right here, and we can go ahead and set this aside. We're going to go ahead and lay our loom out here and set it out here. And the first sensor is the tough one. This is the one where everybody's calling me, asking me where is this sensor. We're going to do the cam position sensor here. And what we're going to see here is we're going to see this fuel rail come in here. You'll see the fuel rail come down here. And then you'll see this wire come up here. And right in the middle there is our cam position sensor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our fingernail, we're going to pop that lock off, and then we're going to go ahead and take our screwdriver here, and very carefully we're just going to slide and pop this sensor right off. So there we go right here. We've taken that sensor off. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, sometimes they come right off, but that's about all we need for tools here. So we're going to go ahead and take the male side here, and we're going to go ahead and fit down up in here, and we're going to install this, and we're going to push on our lock, and it's going to lock in place. And we'll go ahead and plug this in here, and you can lock that in place. Now you can kind of tuck this up underneath in here, and we're going to run the wire across the front of the motor right here. Be sure to not let this fall down into any rotating parts. We're going to zip tie it all in place when we're ready to go here. So we'll go ahead, and our next one here is our green sensor here. We're going to go to the manifold side. Again, we're going to pop the lock off right here, and if you just kind of press on the lock and pull out, that plug will come right off. So we'll go ahead and install that. Press the lock in place, you can hear it snap, and we'll go ahead and press this. You hear it snap, press the lock, lock it in place, and we can tuck this up under here. And now on the intake side, we'll go ahead and again pop our little lock off right here, pull the sensor out. We're going to go ahead and put our male side in here, press it in, lock in place. It's in place here, and then the same here. We're going to go ahead and press this in. You can hear it snap, press, lock in place. So now we've got our wiring loom in place here. I'm just going to run this up underneath here, and we'll take our tuner, plug it in, and we're all set. That's as easy as the installation is. Now all we have to do is button the wires up. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll come back. All right, so once everything is in here and buttoned up, I'll just kind of run through and show you. We've got a zip tie here, here, run up underneath here is a zip tie here. We've got our connector here, run up in that nice zip tie right there, come over here, and then I zip tie everything right here. And then we come up and we just do a quick zip tie right here. And there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and remove this famous label here so we can see our keys. And there we go. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up, and I'm going to show you how to get started and set your first tune. All right, so now that we've got everything connected here, we're going to go ahead and get our box going here. So if you go ahead and give me some ignition, please, Andy. All right, so now we've got some ignition. The box does need power. In order to run, it gets those power from the sensors here. And you can see here that we are flashing on map 1. As long as one of these is flashing here, what that means is the box is locked. In order to unlock the box, we're going to press the plus and minus buttons together, and you're going to see this flashing sequence. Once all are flashing, let go, and now this is solid, meaning that we can change it. In order to change the map, we're going to press the P for program button. 2, 3, again is off. So we're back to map 1, which is essentially a sport map. That's our most aggressive map. Map 2 backs that down just a little bit for daily driving, if that's what you want to do. Map 3 is a special USDM map that was developed here in the States by me to run on our fuel with our configuration of car that we get from Audi. So we're going to start out here on map 3 for the USDM, and then this being a Bluetooth box, we're going to go ahead and turn the box on. We're going to go to our app store and we're going to search for DTE Powercontrol. We're going to go ahead and get this app. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up our Powercontrol app here. We'll click here. It's going to show no box here. So what we're going to do, there you can see my account here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pair this with this box. So we're going to press these buttons all together. And it should give us a Bluetooth pairing request. So we're going to go ahead and do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and we're going to pair. So we're now paired up with the box here, and if we go and look at Powercontrol, we can see that we're on efficiency, which this is a DTE module, so maps 1, 2, and 3 relate back to sport, dynamic, and efficiency. We are using sport for number 1, dynamic for number 2, but efficiency is the USDM map. So there we go, you can see we're on map 3. If we wanted to switch that here, you can see now we're on map 2. We can switch here, shows us map 1. So we can go back to map 3 here, and then we can see our instruments here. This will show us, go ahead and start the car, Andy. So we can see real time here. RPM, turbo pressure, intake manifold pressure. Go ahead and shut it off. Go ahead and shut it off. Great. And we go here to settings. We can come to expert tuning settings, and here's where we can go up and down on our map. Sorry, expert tuning settings. We can go to map 1 or +1, +2, +3, and you can see the corresponding number on the box here. But again, map 3 is only to be run on setting 0 for stock cars. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We were glad we got to get through the installation of the DT UK Bluetooth-enabled tuner for your Audi. If you have any questions, reach out to me on my website at dt-power.com.